from the dune lakes, a little bit of sargassum.
Oof.
Yeah, the massive amounts of sargassum actually are washing up across Florida beaches right now, and it's creating major problems for coastal communities all over the Sunshine State. But now, scientists at Florida International University are aiming to transform all that messy seaweed into valuable food ingredients. How about that? Researchers discovered that sargassum contains alginate, which is already used in certain sauces and ice cream. So we'll see about that. FIU, Florida International University food scientist Dr. Imran Ahmad joins us right now to explain more about this in depth. And Doctor, thanks for joining us this afternoon. I appreciate it. And I got to tell you, the first thing I thought of when I see this stinky, brown, horrible-looking mass of seaweed wash ashore, can I eat that?
Really? That's the first thing you think
No.
of?
but apparently, if you do it right, I guess you can.
Thanks, Bob, for having me. Yes, you have rightly mentioned that our beaches are right now covered by this brown algae, but no, it's not edible, so don't even try that.
Okay, good, thank you.
Yeah, let me explain a little bit about our research. So every year, sargassum is washed up on our shores, and it's sort of nuisance because you really can't enjoy these white sandy beaches. In the morning. You will see it's full of all this smelly seaweed. It's basically harvested itself and dead on the shores. And once it is on the beaches, local cities would remove and dump them. And what we thought, me and my team, have been thinking about it from last 2 years, that we can do something about it. So instead of just removing and sending into the dumps, our focus was, can we make use of it and find something valuable? So yes, it's not edible, but it has some food components that can be utilized, and it's already been utilized in food industry from other sources. So we found a new source for alginate, which is a thickening agent commonly used in food industry for consistency, having a good texture, mouthfeel. Think of sauces, or like ice cream is a very good example that you already mentioned.
Right.
So that was our research all about.
So, Doctor, how are you extracting it from the actual seaweed? What kind of process is this?
Yeah, so there are multiple processes. So one thing, just to ensure that it's a food grade and is safe for human consumption. So we have multiple processes. So one of the process that's already used in food industry is called high pressure processing, that keep the molecular structure of the any food product intact without harming the entire structure, and then we can extract something valuable. So we use this high pressure processing technique that would essentially kill the bacteria and remove other contaminants. And once it's pre-processed, we will dry it, and then we can have multiple processes like that involve heat as well. We have another process that we use, ultrasonic processing, that would essentially removes that unwanted components, and we can maintain the good yield of alginate. So we use multiple methods to extract it.
Cool.
So, Doctor, I'm curious, do we have a name for this? Right? I mean, we know what sargassum is, but for this thickening agent that you guys are able to produce, it seems a little bizarre, but it's really unique. How do you think people will get behind this, especially maybe even to start cooking with it?
No, I think that would be a bit far to say that. But
good.
alginate is already very well known in food industry. So from other sources, there are other food grade seaweed where we are already using to extract alginate. It's a natural compound, is a carb, is a complex polysaccharide, and it digests slowly in our body. So just cut the hype. I'm not saying that we can just start eating it or we convert it into food as is. No, there are a lot of processes and components in it. We are extracting one component, that is alginate, and is quite useful for industry. And the good example that you have already given is thickening agent, but it would not have its own taste. And instead of using some other modified starches, it's a natural solution for a food industry, so they can utilize it in their formulations.
Let me ask you this before I let you go, Doctor. What gives it that peculiar smell when it washes up and starts baking in the sunshine?
Does that get stripped too?
Yeah. So if you see the freshly harvested one, you will not see much of the smell. But once it start to rot on the beach and with the sunshine and there is the jellyfish contamination.
Right.
So it start to rot and give you. It produces basically H2S, a sulfide component, and that gives that pungent smell, just like a rotten eggs. So that's why it's bit of annoying when you have to walk or laying down next to them. So yeah, it's not really something ready to consume, or even it's not even recommended to touch, because it's really off-putting, because it can have some contaminants, like I mentioned, jellyfish, flesh-eating bacteria. So that's why only city removes it using huge big tractors. So average consumers or beach goers should not be really collecting or touching it.
I do have one quick question for you, Doctor. We talk about the smell and how it has to sit there and almost kind of rot. So for your purposes, are you trying to collect that as soon as you can before that process takes shape, or can you basically use the sargassum at any state?
Yeah, we can use at any stage, but we are interested to have commercial yield levels, so that industry would be interested that we have good quality alginate. So according to Florida law, we are not really allowed to harvest it from the ocean, because it's a part of the coral reef and the ecosystem. So once it's dead itself, washed up on the shore, only then we can collect it. So we collect it as soon as possible, early in the morning when it is fresh. Of course, it is already dead on the beach, but it's still fresh. So we move it to lab, we clean it with culinary water, and then we start our processing. So to answer your question, it's only safe if you handle it properly.
Who is collecting it? You putting the freshmen to work at this, or is it you?
Well, I do myself, but whoever is willing to, they're always welcome.
Understood. Doctor, thanks for taking the time out to talk to us about it, because we have the sargassum tracker now that we always show as well. So great work. Keep up the good stuff down there. Appreciate talking to you. It was interesting. Very interesting.
Well, thank you for having me.
All right. Yeah, I'm not dining into it like you said.
I know.
Right there,
the question is, would you eat sargassum seaweed? I guess technically he answered the question for us, so we can't.
You kind of did.
But...
I mean, listen, let us know what you think about this. You can enter the QR code right there on your screen. All right, listen, if you boiled it down.
If you boil it down, and then would you eat the ice cream if you knew that it had the sargassum, I guess the algae that
whatever you boiled out of it. So listen, if you knew that your food contained sargassum in some shape or form, would you eat it?
Would you eat it?
The answer is yes or no. Please scan that QR code. We'll have it up there for the rest of the show. We'll see what you guys are thinking. I can tell you what I'm thinking.
I'm saying yes. Honestly, do you know how much stuff is in our food already?
Yeah.
At this point, whatever.
I mean,
what's another thing?
Let's just eat more plastics. Why not? Anyway, yes, interesting stuff going on right now.